huge news. Andrew Beard, one of the top prospects in the country, man, regardless of position, one of the best in the country. That dude, that guy, has announced his top five. His top five includes Georgia Tech, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Alabama. This kid is the truth. I've had the chance to see him multiple times in person, man, and the kid is he's probably one of the most complete backs you'll find. I mean, when you look from a blocking perspective, special teams on punt return and kick returns, playing safety, catching the ball out of the backfield, being able to run in between the tackles or even bounce to the outside, this kid is elite, man. It don't get no better, really, than Andrew Beard in this class. Now, I just had a viral post with Coach Ferdinand and obviously Kel and Mooney Gibson, another one that Georgia Tech is in the running for. Now, really, both backs is elite. It just depends on what you're really trying to do. If you're Georgia Tech and obviously the Yellow Jackets, but you can't go wrong with either or. I like Mooney Gibson a lot. He's very impressive. I just feel like, Beard, he has a whole different dimension about him. Like, it's rare, and he don't get tired out. You can use him anywhere on the field. And he's one of those rare guys, like, he reminds me a little bit of a Christian McCaffrey. You can put that boy in the slot, and he going to cook anybody, whether it's a slot DB, whether it's a safety, whether it's a linebacker. It don't matter who guarding this dude. He going to cook you. And he's a rare breed that you don't always see. Now, look, his, obviously, uncle, Garrison Hurst, obviously went to Georgia. So you have to think, okay, yeah, Georgia's probably in the lead here. Likely going to land him. But Georgia Tech can make things interesting. They do play Georgia this year. I'm sure when they play them on November 28th, obviously at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I'm sure, obviously, Andrew Beard is going to be in attendance for that game right there. And they can get a chance to show, like, hey, yo, we're not far off. They nearly knocked them off last year in 8 overtimes, right? So for Tech, obviously, they have a phenomenal running back coach. He's one of the best in the country in Norvell McKenzie, right? He's going to get these guys ready to go. And they're going to be losing some guys at this point in this class when he comes in, unless he reclassifies. There won't be no Malachi Hosley. There won't be no Jamal Haynes. Traylon Maddox may be a senior, but he'll likely be done. Like, you'll have a whole new class in there when he comes in. So he has the potential to vie, obviously, for a starting role if he does, in fact, choose Georgia Tech when the time is right. Now, I ain't saying he will. You know what I'm saying? But this is obviously a very solid top five when you look at what they've been able to do the last 5 years. Alabama is Alabama, running back you. Say what you want, argue with your mama, whatever. Then you have Tennessee. We know what they've been able to produce the last few years. They got a really good rookie that's in Cleveland right now, and Dylan Sampson. Oklahoma, you look at DeMarco Murray. You look at, obviously, several backs that have come through that program that has been elite in some of the top in the NFL. They've also produced guys at a high level. Adrian Peterson's another one. Oklahoma always produces back. Georgia Tech, I think, is going to be a team on the rise here soon and producing running backs at a high level, so don't sleep on them just yet. And then, obviously, Georgia, Nick Chubb, Sony Michel, Todd Gurley. Like, there's so many that they've been able to produce as well. So this is a really good top five for me, and he can go and get developed at either or. You know what I'm saying? Georgia, he'll probably maintain fresher in terms of because how much they rotate their backs. Same with Tennessee. And Tech does the same thing. They don't just run back. They have like 3 or 4 backs deep that they can go to, man. So really solid top five. Like I said, I'll try to have some intel for y'all boys and give y'all the intel and the latest on Andrew Beard and what he has to say about Georgia Tech and everything like that, man. But we'll see if he responds back. But I should have that, man. But this is really good for Georgia Tech to be in a race for one of the best backs in the country. Not just best back, one of the best players in the country. That guy, that dude, special talent. And I'm gonna go ahead out on the limb and say it. Generational.